met her PR. It's one of those where it's like at the tip of my tongue, like, but top team. I don't know how Dorinda got onto. No offense to her, but it's Fallon. It's a pretty good booking. But yeah, she was saying that she was telling this guy like, "Oh, was your ex older and you're young?" And then someone's like, "That's Britney Spears' ex," and she's like, "Oh, whoops."
Whoops.
There's also these shows that are not really 100% green lit. Like everyone keeps talking about her show at Bluestone Manor, which is coming to Bravo. Like it's in like a high development deal. It is not a definite show, everybody, that's coming to Bravo. We're not sure of that yet.
I don't think Bravo should do that show. Personally, I think that it should be a show that Peacock does. Because when Bravo tries to do, for some reason, when they try to do those like high concept shows, they don't, it's like they fumble it. So I think that Peacock should do it. And then they can just, when it does well, move it to the Bravo app or move it to Bravo TV. That's my opinion.
Or if not, like Hulu. I mean, it's supposed to
You
be
could do
like
it.
Vanderpump Villa, where she's there and there's a staff and people are checking into Bluestone Manor and Dorinda would love to do it, and yeah, I don't know. I could do with it, and I could do without it, right? Like I think it depends on the staff. If you can get a Vanderpump Rules staff of people that are living at Bluestone Manor, maybe that's interesting. But
No, it's hard because it's like part of me is like, it's the staff, but it's also you need some kooky characters. Like, Margaret's maid on Jersey. I love her.
yes,
Like, you need someone like that that is kind of like a Zoila, where it's like you need one person that's kind of wackadoo and then maybe a hot staff. But if it's just a hot staff, I don't know. Vanderpump Villa was very flat to me.
very. And it's like I don't like that concept of like I don't like really I mean, although people love Below Deck. I mean, it's different, I guess, but like I don't like the concept of like I think Vanderpump Villa was too much about like this week's guest is and this they're having a wedding this week and these people are celebrating a divorce, but they're best. It was too much like of that like story of the week.
It was cheesy. They should have done celebrities. And I think even Below Deck realized because now they do like they had Contessa, they had, a RuPaul drag.
Alexis.
You need like, I think you need you can't just do regular rich people. It's like not interesting to us, really.
The first season of The Traitors, they did half celebrity, half normal people. And you're just like, when there was not a celebrity on, you're like, oh, please vote this person out. Like, I don't want this person here. I want like Boston Rob or whoever.
Exactly. It doesn't work in America. I think the BBC traders, it's not famous people and it works because they're not we need a celebrity touch point.
Yeah. And same thing. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know about Dorinda's new show, but and also Jeff Lewis's new show. Like it's not, I don't know. I don't think it's a definite that Jeff is coming back. I think it's in development with 32 flavors flipping out 2.0. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a definite show. That's just my understanding based on my research. I don't know.
Okay, well,
You,
we'll have to see. With Jeff Lewis, though, I hope that because he has a set audience with the Chumps and the Jeff Lewis Live people, you show us that how you're kind of in the zeitgeist without really trying. Like you went from just kind of like doing radio for fun with Andy's network to like doing better than Andy. I mean, people don't even talk about Andy's show; they're using your clips. So where like it would be interesting to see the Chumps and the people that you've surrounded yourself with and how you make things go viral instead of like I don't want to have design meetings. Like, I don't.
well, that's what I said when this show was announced. I'm like, wait, like, does Jeff do this? Like, he wakes up every morning and has a show, like, is flipping out 2.0 about his radio show, and we're just gonna break the fourth wall. By the way, can we just talk? Every show now just breaks the fourth wall. I mean, Salt Lake with the text, the producers, Beverly Hills, New York, and the finale did it.
They love doing that. And what I don't understand is like, even with the reunion, why do they do the intro? Oh, everyone, we're going to record now, where they just show us behind the scenes anyway. They're like, what is for the life of me, cannot understand because I've watched the reunions live. They don't edit that part out anyway. So why are you showing us the green room and then saying, okay, now we're recording? Who are you recording for? I'm very confused. If it's already filming the whole thing anyways.
Very
My
confused.
pet. That's my
And
pet.
well, that's your pet peeve. My pet peeve is on, which they didn't do on Beverly Hills, but they do it everywhere else where they're like, well, when we were in New York, Karen, when we were in New York, Lisa Barlow, it's like you were not in New York City. You were at the reunion filming for Salt Lake Housewives with Andy Cohen. I don't like when they say, well, in New York. It wasn't New York. You weren't on a cast trip. You weren't on a, you were filming the reunion. Just say when we filmed the reunion with Andy Cohen. Like, I think that's what they should lean into on housewife shows. Just break the fourth wall. Uh, it's like everything is online now. You're involving podcasters and this. Just put it out there.
Yeah.
Just break the fourth wall, I feel.
Break it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, and even Kyle's text, right? Oh, well, we can't talk about it. I'm talking about production, and then we're going to show the cameras. Like, I don't know. I'm like, then what was the point? Like, if you're going to storm out and we end up seeing a camera accidentally, that's fine. But when you're breaking the fourth wall, like, I think Denise Richards, like, broke that dam. And
Hmm.
then it's like, I'm not trying to blame her for all of it, but it's very like, since then, it's very like, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm going to stop everyone. Like, you're not the director. Like,
Hmm.
you don't get to call cut. Like,
I agree with that. Kristen Doty did an interview recently where she said the Toms have basically broken up and that Schwartz and Sandoval will always love each other. But, you know, Schwartz is spending a lot of time with like the group and, the Lalas of the world. And him and Sandoval are just, there's distance. Does this keep you up at night?
does it keep me up at night? I mean, it makes me sad, but I always feel like Schwartz is codependent. And when you're codependent, that person's going to show up again and they're going to use their narcissism and kind of suck you back in. I think he's in one of those narcissistic dances with Sandoval, and there's no splitting them up. Like, something's always going to bring them back together because Sandoval is actually more, in my opinion, more authentic than Schwartz. So Schwartz is going to actually end up, and which people are going to probably crucify me for saying that, but the
Yeah.
Sandoval is never really hid the fact that he's an asshole.
I don't hate Sandoval, so people have been criticizing me for my, I mean, look, I think he's a horrible player at traders. He is a little bit of a kiss ass. He just recently tried to, say to Chriselle, like, that was probably, Chriselle had to vote out Nikki Bella, one of her friends, and Sandoval had to be like, Chriselle, I, I know you hate me. It was typical Tom Sandoval, like, Chriselle, I know you hate me, but
Saw that.
okay, that was a bit hard for you. And I mean, look, I don't really, I mean, I don't really hate him. I think he is authentically himself. Yeah. Dorinda said that she really enjoyed him. She said, I love when I meet people and they're exactly how I thought they would be. And we all know about Sandoval, and I met him and he's just Tom Sandoval, exactly what I expected. And she's like, I kind of like that.
I like that too. And I don't, and I've worked with him and he can be very difficult and crass and gruff. But at the end of the day, no one on that season. I mean, I like Ariana. Like, I've spent time with her. I've spent time with Katie. I do like them, but none of them are like a church mouse that is like, has never done anything wrong. We have seen, listen, if anyone got televised their 20s and early 30s, they would be mortified. I mean,
Hmm.
I mean, I didn't used to drink unless it was Fiji water, I wasn't drinking it. So if that was on TV, I'd be mortified at 38 the way I would act. I'm like, does this restaurant like Zagat rated? Like, I mean, it's a freaking diner, Amir. Just fucking eat the food. Like, I was a nightmare. So
We were all nightmares, but everyone thinks I'm a nightmare, and yet I didn't do any of this. I'll
I
like
did
sleep on the
you.
damn floor if the bed has too many people in it. But yet I'm the high maintenance bitch over here.
No,
Okay.
you're not. Not what I've experienced. Like I'll always outmaneuver you in that department of bouginess because I'm Persian. We just come with a lot of, I have three names. Like, it's just a lot going on. So it's fine.
Speaking of Persians,